Today, let's talk about the greatest player on the planet and his rivals. While I will always stand by the fact that I do not feel Jordan had an individual who truly rivaled him during his 15 years in the association, I will say there were teams and even a few individuals who made things very hard on the GOAT. We will discuss just a few of those teams and players today and how those rivalries played out in his storied career. If you're around for those years, you know Jordan was an absolute beast, an assassin-like with his mentality. He made sure to kill the spirits of any player or teams that stepped in his way. I even think that he reveled in those that really challenged him on the court and made him work even harder in the weight room or the actual court. This will be a series that will continue for a few parts.
But first, if you enjoy NBA breakdowns and analysis, please subscribe to the channel. We are working for that 2,000 sub mark and can't do it without you guys. Also, check out the GOATcast podcast, streaming live every week, with guests and some wild takes. Thank you, and now let's get into this. While not nearly a rival, Muggsy Bogues did present problems to the GOAT himself. Standing just 5'3", Muggsy Bogues was the shortest player in NBA history. What Bogues lacked in height, he made up for with quickness, playmaking, and defensive energy. While Jordan often outmatched him physically and offensively, Bogues occasionally exploited his speed to trouble even the great Bulls defense. Bogues averaged modest scoring numbers against Jordan's Bulls, but often racked up a high amount of assists. Bogues' speed in transition and ability to penetrate the defense meant Jordan couldn't always stop him directly. As a much larger player, Jordan struggled at times to contain smaller guards like Bogues from initiating pick-and-roll plays or speeding past him on fast breaks. Bogues' playmaking forced Chicago's defense to rotate, and while Jordan's height gave him the upper hand when contesting shots, Bogues rarely looked to score himself, opting instead to set up teammates like Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning. Despite these challenges, Jordan excelled offensively against Bogues, often scoring 30 or more points. He leveraged his size to shoot over Bogues and dominate inside. However, Bogues' disruptive defense sometimes resulted in Jordan turning the ball over, especially when Bogues pressured him in the backcourt. An often forgotten guard from the 90s, but one of the best that's not talked about much, Strickland was a beast of a point guard. Known for his crafty ball handling and elite finishing ability, he provided Jordan with unique challenges. Strickland's ability to penetrate defenses and his high basketball IQ made him tough to guard, particularly in isolation situations. Strickland's ability to get into the paint with ease tested Jordan's lateral quickness, especially later in his career. In their matchup, Strickland often attacked Jordan on switches, using hesitation moves and quick bursts to score at the rim. Though Strickland was not known for three-point shooting, his mid-range game and ability to finish in traffic required Jordan to stay disciplined. Strickland's defense, on the other hand, wasn't elite, and Jordan exploited this by attacking him relentlessly. Jordan's size advantage allowed him to post up Strickland regularly, leading to high percentage shots. However, Strickland's knack for controlling the tempo ensured that his teams, especially during his time with the Washington Bullets and Portland Trail Blazers, were competitive against Jordan's Bulls. While Strickland was not a lockdown defender, his offensive repertoire posed problems for Jordan. His ability to draw fouls and generate easy points for teammates meant that even though Jordan outperformed him individually, Strickland's playmaking often kept games close. Strickland's ball handling ability made him a tough assignment for even elite defenders. He could get to the basket and finish in traffic, which forced Jordan and the Bulls' defense to collapse. Also, Strickland's passing skills complicated matters for Jordan, as he constantly found open shooters and cutters, neutralizing Chicago's usual half-court dominance. Although Strickland presented challenges on the defensive end, Jordan still outshined him offensively, averaging 30-plus points in their matchups. However, Strickland's knack for getting into the lane exposed a rare weakness in Chicago's defense, showing that Jordan, despite his prowess, wasn't always invulnerable against skilled point guards. Arguably the most famous example of Jordan's defensive struggles came against Allen Iverson, the dynamic rookie guard for the Philadelphia 76ers. In one of their earliest encounters during the 1996-97 season, Iverson delivered a signature moment that has become part of NBA lore, his iconic crossover that left Jordan stumbling. In their early meetings, Iverson was able to score effectively, averaging around 30 points in several contests against the Bulls. While Jordan's physicality was a challenge for Iverson on defense, the younger guard's speed and fearlessness allowed him to get his shot off even with Jordan contesting. Iverson's ability to break down defenders with his dribble and finish in traffic posed serious problems for the Bulls' defense. The key difficulty Jordan faced with Iverson was speed. At age 33, Jordan was still an elite defender but had lost a step, which Iverson exploited. The famous crossover wasn't just a flashy move, it symbolized a new generation's arrival and revealed the slight vulnerability in Jordan's lateral quickness at that point in his career. Despite the occasional struggles, Jordan was still able to hold his own. He often responded to Iverson's offensive burst by locking him down defensively in key moments. Moreover, Jordan made sure to dominate Iverson on the offensive end, ensuring the Bulls remained in control of these contests. Jordan's savvy veteran moves and ability to post up smaller guards allowed him to get easy baskets when he needed them most. While Iverson had several high-scoring games against Jordan's Bulls and later the Wizards, he also struggled with efficiency at times, as Jordan's height advantage allowed him to contest shots. However, Iverson's relentlessness meant that he would keep attacking regardless of misses, often wearing down defenders over the course of games. Jordan found it difficult to contain Iverson, particularly in isolation situations. However, Jordan was still able to score efficiently against Iverson, using his size to post him up and shoot over him. The matchups were a showcase of two different basketball eras, the dominance of Jordan's all-around game against the speed and flair of the modern guard. So there are three more rivals in Jordan's historic career, and while vertically challenged, they presented the GOAT with a few problems on both sides of the ball. This series will definitely continue, and round 5 will bring in even more challenges from teams and players. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you guys for helping GOATcast Hoops get closer and closer to 2,000 subs. Hope you enjoyed and be back soon with more content.